Boom. Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. At the end of the day, 2025 and going forward in America, this is the new age of step on him culture. Yeah, it's called step on him culture. At the end of the day, they're all using the coochie as a weapon. Yeah, they're all using the coochie as a weapon. Listen, she could give you the coochie now. She could come back 20 years later and say, oh, he touched me, touched me, touched me. If you don't have video or evidence that she wanted to give it to you, you're out of there. At the end of the day, you got to understand the resources. Listen, America is for you to get resources. It's for resources. I repeat, let me say it again for the guys who couldn't hear me. America is for resources. It's for resources. Let me say it again. It's for resources. I sound like the Joker. Why so serious? Why so serious? It's for resources. At the end of the day, it's not for you to believe in the alpha male theory. It's not for you to try to get control of a woman. It's not for you to try to control that cat. It's for you to control these resources and be single. Be 10 toes down. These are the only guys who are going to survive. The guys who are 10 toes down don't need anybody. And they're not dating. They're not casual dating. They're leaving women alone. If you're not leaving a woman alone, this is step on him culture. I repeat, this is step on him culture. All of these dudes getting stepped on. It don't matter. Even Rick Ross, he just got stepped on. Listen, Travis Hunter, he just got stepped on. Rick Ross is out with a model that rejected his kiss. Step on him culture. And guess what Rick Ross did? He's still happily with her. He's still happy. Oh, she rejected my kiss. I don't care nothing about that. I got these resources. Listen, he's gonna get stepped on too. Oh, listen, all that boss talk, he's not gonna be a boss in a minute. She about to be the new boss. Shout out to that working woman. I repeat, shout out to all these working women. I'm gonna say shout out to all these working women. They stepping on you dudes. If you have lust problems, they're stepping on you. I repeat, if you have lust problems, they're stepping on you. They're stepping on you with high heels. They're stepping on you with Lululemon. They're stepping on you with the camel toe print showing. They letting the camel toe print show. That's the sign that they stepping on you. They letting it all hang out. They letting the breast hang out. They not covering nothing up and they stepping. Listen, women in this generation, they moving like real steppers. Listen, you can't be mad, just get better. Don't get bitter, just get better. If you destroy your lust, this ain't gonna happen to you. You could run up 200 million. If you destroy your lust, you will have your 200 million. You could go overseas and live the rest of your life with 200 million. Yeah, you can go overseas and live the rest of your life with 200 million. I was just in an Uber with a guy from Thailand. He told me, I told him I'm a YouTuber. He said, oh, that's perfect. If you're a YouTuber, you can go to my country in Thailand. They have amazing food and it's cheap food. If you run the numbers up in America and you go to my country, and look, he even told me, he said, if you have lust problems, don't just try to go out there and get and settle with anything down there. He said, take your time. I told you, even an Uber driver could tell you great advice. Listen, the 99% of guys are wolves. It's still the 1% that's righteous. I was in an Uber with a 1% righteous guy from Thailand. He's only been in America for 2 weeks and he speaks fluent English. He only been in America for 2 weeks and he speaks fluent English. He learns how to get his resources up by learning different languages, which you dudes don't want to do. He's not over here dating an American woman. No, he said he's getting his resources up and he's going back to his country. He said, you should come. I can't wait to see you in my country. He said, they're going to love you. That's what he told me. He said, they're going to love you in your mindset. At the end of the day, you're going to find a great wife over there. And you're going to find healthier, better quality food over there. You can get the penthouse. And he said, if you stay over there for a few years, like 4 to 5 years, you can get residency and you can get into the real estate game. At the end of the day, if I marry over there, listen, I can get into the real estate game. At the end of the day, you got to understand, go where the laws are on your side. At the end of the day, he said, he even told me, America laws are crazy. You don't want to mess with these women out here. He haven't even been here for 2 weeks and he know this. This is why they come out here and outdo the melanated community. Because the melanated dudes been here their whole life and they're still a boy. So they never grew up into be a man. They weren't raised by men. They were raised by little boys. They were raised by guys like AMS. They took AMS as their father figure. And he wore a leather jacket in 99-degree weather. He's going to pass out in a few videos. At the end of the day, AMS got gray hairs. You know, gray hairs come from is stressing. He got to stress over that 8 roster. He got a roster full of 8 people and he's not a billionaire. Listen, the difference between the multi-billionaires who own NFL teams, like the owners, they got rosters, but they're cutting that check. These dudes are not bosses, so it's going to cause gray hairs. At the end of the day, if they lose $1 million, it's going to cause gray hairs. Listen, at the end of the day, we're not going to have gray hairs. We're retaining that seed. We got all that testosterone. We're not arguing and debating like Fresh and Fit. They all got gray hairs. Fit, he got gray hair. He's not even that old. He has gray hair. He talk about men genuinely take care of themselves. Well, if you're in a gym, how do you still have gray hair? It's because you're still debating. You want to debate with unrighteous women. That's your choice. You want to debate with unhumble people. You got an unhumble guy named Fresh on your podcast. He look like he stink. He look like he didn't even wash his face. At the end of the day, you got to understand. I'm not listening to none of that content. I repeat, I'm not listening to none of that content. The red pill that got you so obsessed with women that walk past you, they got you so obsessed with the baddies that are bad for business. So they got you obsessed with all of these women that you're not even gonna marry. So guess what? You're gonna get stepped on. Yeah, you're gonna get stepped on by the same thing you're obsessed with, because you're obsessed. You're a fan. You're only a fan. That's why dudes go on OnlyFans. You're only a fan. You're a fan. You're a fanatic. You're a sideline watcher. You don't drop content. You're a sideline watcher. So at the end of the day, listen, if you watching me, you should be dropping content. It's no reason I'm going to the Lambo dealership in 7 to 10 years and you're not. What do you mean you're not going to the Lambo dealership? What do you mean you're not getting a G-Wagon? What do you mean you're not getting a Dodge Demon? What do you mean you're not getting a ZR1X in a real estate on the side? With a side of real estate instead of a side of fries. With a side of real estate. At the end of the day, what do you mean you don't want to be the boss? Listen, at the end of the day, you got to understand, this is step on him culture. If you want to smash, you about to get stepped on. America is for resources. It's not for smashing. The alpha males have to tell you that because they're controlled. And you know what happens? Misery loves company. They need other people to be miserable and controlled with them. Their whole job is to lead you to the darker forces so you can get stepped on just like they're getting stepped on. AMS got a rotation of 8 different women. He getting stepped on. He getting stepped on by 8 different high heels. At the end of the day, he wants you to also get stepped on by 8 different side chicks. Listen, you're not even going to marry these women. Why are you wasting time? You have time just to talk to 8 different women and smash 8 different women for 8 different 30-minute sessions, 8 different times a week. Listen, stop. This is why you're not multi-millionaires. This is why AMS got 500,000 subscribers. He's still inside the same... This guy is in the same building he was 5 years ago. Why is he in the same house, the same room he was 5 years ago? All he did was change the background color. Listen. I'm showing you different places every single video I do. You can go listen 8 videos a day. You think I'm gonna drop 8 videos a day at the top at the high rise, bro? I'm changing it up. I might show you a different room you never seen before. At the end of the day, I'm even on Snapchat. AMS, I don't think he on Snapchat. He's a limited type of guy. Listen, we're not gonna be a limited type of guy. We're gonna listen. America or Western countries or countries who have American influence is for resources. I repeat, it's for resources. If you're not focused on resources and you focus on catnip, you're like a cat who gets catnip. As soon as you get a piece of that catnip, it's over with. A dog can now rip you to shreds. But if a cat is not on catnip, oh, he's straight slapping every big dog, every German Shepherd, no matter how little the cat is. Cats be straight dogging big dogs. But once that cat get on catnip, aka the coochie, like what Red Pill tells you to do, focus on how to be desirable. Be desirable to yourself. Be desirable to your company, your business, your as a CEO. Be desirable to the resources. This is America. You're looking for love in America? Oh, you're about to get stepped on. It's a step on him culture. They're stepping on dudes with high heels. At the end of the day, they're going to squirt in your face, tell you shut up and eat the cat. And they're going to step on you in the end. They're going to tell you shut up, little boy, eat this cat. And they're going to step on you. Just like AMS, he's a guy and he's going to step on you. Just to, at the end, he's going to get stepped on at the end. He's going to take your girl and your girl going to step on him. After she tell him shut up and eat that cat. Man, listen, I'm not playing no parts of this. I'm getting the muscles big for self and for business, for sales, because it shows discipline. It shows I'm disciplined enough to whatever I tell you, I'm actually gonna do it. I'm disciplined enough. My muscles show that. My muscles show you that I'm not gonna relapse. I told you dudes I ain't gonna relapse 7 to 10 years. And when I go 7 to 10 years, the muscles already told you that in the beginning. The muscles already told you I wasn't weak. Yeah, the muscles are the billboard. The body is the billboard. That's why we get in the body. They want to get muscles to look like a male corn star. You're getting stepped on. At the end of the day, even in the corn industry, YouTube friendly, females get paid more for a session than the guys that smashing them. He's getting less money than her. Listen, step on him culture. So you losing a seed. And you getting paid less. Listen, step on him culture. They shake. Listen, when dudes tell their woman to take that off and put on some different clothes, they still gonna go to the club with they females and still step on you and cheat on you. And when they cheat on you, oh, they gonna take all that off. So listen, it's step on him culture. You cannot control a woman or her coochie. She gonna do whatever she wanna do with that. You can't control that. A lot of you dudes gotta work 3 different jobs. You gotta listen to your boss. You can't even control your own environment. You can't even control your own time. Listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, don't play this game. It's called America. It's called step on him culture. Yeah, this is step on him culture. Women do not care about men, bro. AMS telling you, oh, men gonna get to a point where women gonna eventually have to pay. Since when? When is they gonna do that? Because dudes, as soon as women turn 18, they get on OnlyFans, make $1 million in 24 hours. So what are you talking about? Y'all not getting resources. Y'all not making $1 million in 24 hours. These women, they making $1 million in 24 hours. Dudes is addicted to their bubble. They not addicted to you. You got to run the game to get her. You got to get the biceps to get her. She don't got to do nothing. She could tell you, shut up, eat this cat, and you gonna do it. Step on him culture. Travis Hunter, step on him culture. Rick Ross, he just got denied. The same thing is literally happening right before your eyes. But listen, on step on him culture is different because Travis Hunter had a non-BLK woman. Rick Ross, he with a BLK woman, so they gonna let that slide. They not gonna say nothing. She doing the same thing. She about to step on him culture. Dwight Howard, oh, he just got divorced in like a week with his wife. She get $12 million and she's BLK. Step on him culture, but they not gonna say that. They not gonna say nothing. When it comes to the black community, listen, step on him culture. You ain't safe no matter what race you play with in America. It's step on him culture. You better focus on your muscles, the resources, and that's it. That's it. Muscles, resources, and retaining your seed. That's it. I repeat, muscles, resources, retaining your seed. Muscles, resources, retaining your seed. Anything else, step on him culture. Step on that guy. Oh, the relationship been going good for 5 years. Oh, it's all a plan. Just get him so attached, even if it takes 15 years. Even if it takes 16 years, like Tony Braxton and Birdman. It took him 16 years for her to set the mega play up. Oh, they playing a long-term game, too. They're playing, and Step on Them culture, they're playing a short-term game and a long-term game. Whatever they got to do. If they got to stay down with a dude for 17 years because they see he going somewhere in life, oh, they'll stay down for 17 years. Be real faithful. As soon as that check hit, divorce, I don't want you anymore. Step on him culture. They're going to step on you with them high heels. Don't be bitter. Just get better. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Just don't play this game. It's your fault. It takes two to tangle. Just because they want to step on you, if you join and play this game, you're going to tangle up. And you're going to get stepped on. Listen, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.